Meteorologist Brad Panovich watching the air quality obviously throughout the day and then into the rest of the week here. What are we looking like here, Brad?
Some improvement in the short term, but we're probably going to see some continued issues into Thursday and Friday. This is the satellite image over the Northeast. This was at noon today, and you see that plume of smoke kind of enveloping the New York tri-state area. That was the thickest smoke we'd seen so far. Worst air quality in decades up there, and some of that's going to drift out over the Atlantic, possibly heading to the south. Now, we're going to get a little break because of the front, but because the flow is still out of the north, some of this smoke is going to work its way back down here. This is Friday. Look at the thick smoke to the north. If that wind is still out of the north Friday, we're going to have some issues. But I do think slowly but surely we will see the air quality index slowly improve from orange to yellow, possibly green on Monday. That's all going to depend on the timing of a front, but it will improve. But it won't be until the weekend at the earliest that it completely gets out of here. This helps. It does. Initially, it made some problems early, but now it's starting to help really get some of that smoke and really all the pollutants out of the air briefly. But behind it, the flow's out of the north. So we're already getting smoke reports in Virginia when the rain comes to an end. So this could be a short-lived setup here, kind of like when we have pollen issues. You know, rain initially helps you, and then as soon as the rain ends, pollen comes back. And this is the case because of that northerly wind. To get the smoke completely out of here, we need a completely different front to come in from the west or the wind to shift directly. That will not start to happen until Saturday. So tomorrow, beautiful day. After some morning clouds and some drizzle, we should see sunshine in 70s. Beautiful day, kind of hazy. Friday, equally as hazy. We are going to see a code orange that day as well. Saturday could be on that borderline as well of a code orange. But what's going to happen, we're going to go from a northerly flow to a southerly flow ahead of this cold front coming in from the west Sunday, Monday. Now, this is the kind of setup we want. This front's coming in from this direction, so ahead of it, the winds are out of the south, and behind it, the winds are out of the northwest. The source region for the smoke primarily is up here in eastern Canada. Now, there are fires in western Canada. We saw some of that smoke back in May. This has been the worst of it because the fires are closer to us than western Canada. Rainfall-wise, we're certainly going to see some by the end of the weekend, early next week, but over the next couple of days, should see some rapid improvement. We should see some beneficial rains as well over the next 7 days, and temperatures will be up and down, though, as well through the next 7 days. Here's a quick look at your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Look at those temperatures spiking into the 80s this weekend. Perfect weather for Charlotte FC. A little cooler early next week, but the heat will slowly start to build through the rest of next week.